Surat Yunus, the chapter of Jonah. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate. Aleph Lam Ra. These are the signs of the book that is wise. It is a wonder to the people that we have suggested to a man from among them. Warn the people and give good news to those who have believed that they have a sure footing with their Lord. The unbelievers had said, "This is magic manifest." Verily, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days and then sat firm on the throne, managing the affair. There is no intercessor except after his permission. That is Allah, your Lord, so serve him. Will ye not then be reminded? To him is your return, all of you, the promise of Allah and truth. Verily, he originates a creature, then restores it a second time, that he may recompense those who have believed and have wrought the works of righteousness with justice. But for those who have disbelieved is a draught of hot water and punishment, painful for the unbelief they have been showing. He it is who hath made the sun of glow and the moon a light, and hath determined it as to stations, that ye may know the number of years and the reckoning of time. Allah did not create that except with the truth. We make the signs distinct for a people who have knowledge. Verily, in the difference of night and day, and what Allah hath created in the heavens and the earth, are signs for a people who show piety. Verily, those who do not look forward to meet with us and are content with this nearer life and at rest therein, and those who of our signs are neglectful, their dwelling is the fire for what they have been amassing. But those who have believed and done the works of righteousness, their Lord guiding them for their belief, beneath them flow the rivers in gardens of delight. Their call therein is glory to thee, O Allah, and their salutation therein is peace. At the end of their call is the praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. If Allah were to hasten the evil for the people, as they show haste for wealth, their term would have been finished for them. So we leave those who do not look forward to meeting with us in their arrogance, blindly wandering. When harm touches a man, he calls us on his side, our sitting, our standing. But when we have removed the harm from him, he passes on as if he had never called us to a harm which had touched him. Thus to the extravagant is made fair seeming what they have been doing. We destroyed the generations before you when they did wrong, and their messengers came to them with the evidences, and they proved not such as to believe. Thus do we recompense the people who are sinners. Then we appointed you as successors in the land after them, that we might see how ye would act. When our signs are recited to them as evidences, those who do not look forward to the meeting with us say, bring a different Qur'an from this, or alter it. Say, if Allah so willed, I should not recite it to you, nor would he make you acquainted with it, for I had already remained a lifetime among you before it came. Will ye not then understand? Say, it is not for me to alter it of my own accord. I only follow what is suggested to me. Verily, I fear if I go against my Lord, the punishment of a mighty day. Who then does greater wrong than he who invents falsehood about Allah or counts his signs false? Verily, the sinners will not prosper. They serve apart from Allah what neither injures them nor profits them, and they say these are intercessors with Allah. Say, will ye inform Allah, or what he knoweth not, either in the heavens or in the earth? Glory be to him, and exalted be he, far above what they associate with him. The people were only one community, but they went different ways, and had it not been for a word from thy Lord, which preceded, decision would certainly have been given between them in regard to that in which they differ. They say, had a sign been sent down to him from his Lord, say the unseen belongs to Allah, so wait, I too am with you among those who wait. When we cause the people to experience a mercy after adversity has affected them, lo, they have a plot with regard to our signs, say Allah's accurate plots, verily our messengers are writing what ye plot. He it is who enables you to travel by land and sea until when ye are in the ship, and they run with them with a good wind, and they rejoice in it. There comes upon them a tempestuous wind, and the waves come at them from every side, and they think they are engulfed. They call upon Allah, directing their religion exclusively to Him. If thou deliverest us from this, we shall certainly be of those who show gratitude. Then when He hath delivered them, see how selfishly they act in the land without justification. O ye people, your selfishness is only against yourselves, a temporary enjoyment of this present life. Then to us is your return. We shall announce to you what ye have been doing. This present life is just like water, which we sent down from the heaven, with which mingles the vegetation of the land, which all men and cattle eat, until when the land is taken on its tinsel show and adorned itself, and its people think that they have it in their power. Our affair comes upon it by night or by day, and we make it stumble as if we had not flourished the day before. And thus do we make the signs distinct for a people who reflect. Allah calleth to the abode of peace, and guideth whom He willeth to His straight path. For those who have done well is the good reward and more. Over their faces comes neither gloom nor humiliation. These are the inmates of the garden, therein abiding. As for those who have piled up evil deeds, the recompense of an evil deed is its like, and over them comes humiliation, without their having from Allah a defender, as if their faces were overcast with pieces of night, pitch dark. These are the inmates of the fire, there abiding. On the day when we shall round them up all together, and then shall say to the associators, keep your place, you and your associate gods. Then we shall set a space between them, and their associate gods shall say, it was not we that ye were worshipping. Allah sufficeth as witness between you and us of your worship. We were neglectful. There each one experiences what he has advanced, and they have been brought back to Allah, their true master, and strayed from them has been what they have been inventing. Say, who provides for you from the heaven and the earth, or who has power over the hearing and the sight, and who brings forth the living from the dead and the dead from the living, and who manages the affair? Then they will say, Allah. So say, will ye not then show piety? That is Allah, your true Lord, and after the truth, what is there but error? How then are ye turned about? Thus has come true the word of thy Lord against those who have become reprobate, that they will not believe. Say, is there any of your associate gods who originates a creature and then restores it a second time? Say, Allah originates a creature and then restoreth it a second time. How then are ye involved in lies? Say, is there any of your associate gods who guides to the truth? Say, Allah guideth to the truth. Whether then is he who guideth to the truth more entitled to be followed, or he who does not guide unless he be guided? What is wrong with you? How ye judge? The most of them only follow opinion. Verily, opinion avails nothing against the truth. Allah is acquainted with what they do. This Qur'an is not such as to have been invented apart from Allah, but it is a confirmation of what is before it, and a distinct setting forth of the book, in which there is no doubt from the Lord of the worlds. Or do they say he has invented it? Say, then produce a surah like it, and call upon whomsoever you are able to call apart from Allah, if ye speak the truth. Nay, they have counted that false the teaching. They have counted that false the knowledge of which they have not comprehended, and of which the explanation has not yet come to them. So did those who were before them count the message false. See of what nature was the end of the wrongdoers. Some of them believe in it, and some of them do not believe in it. Thy Lord best knoweth those who cause corruption. If they count thee false, say, my line of conduct for me, and your line of conduct for you. Ye have no responsibility for what I do, and I have no responsibility for what ye do. Some of them listen to thee. Wilt thou then cause the deaf to hear, even though they have no understanding? Some of them do not look at thee. Some of them look to thee. Wilt thou then guide the blind, even though they do not see? Verily, Allah doth the people no wrong at all, but the people are wronging themselves on the day when we round them up, as if they had not remained in the grave an hour of the day, mutually recognizing each other. Lost have they who counted false the meeting with the law, and have not been guided. Whether we let thee see part of what we promised them, or whether we call thee in, it is to us that they return. Then Allah is witness of what they do. Each community has a messenger, and when their messenger comes, judgment is given between them with justice, and they are not wronged. They say, when comes this promise, if ye speak the truth? Say, it is not in my power to injure or profit myself, except insofar as Allah willeth. Each community has its term, and when its term comes, they will not stay an hour behind, nor will they go before their time. Say, have ye considered, if his punishment come to you by night or by day, what part of it will the sinners seek to hasten? When it happens, perhaps, will ye then believe in it? Now, and ye have been seeking to hasten it, then will be said to those who have done wrong, taste the punishment of eternity. Are ye being recompensed for anything but what ye have been amassing? They ask thee to inform them whether it is true. Say, yea, by my Lord, it is certainly true, and ye will not be able to frustrate it. And at each one who has done wrong at all that is in the earth, he would give it as a ransom for himself. They would be full of secret regret. When they see the punishment, judgment will be given between them with justice, and they will not be wronged. Ho, verily, all that is in the heavens and the earth belongs to Allah. Ho, verily, the promise of Allah is true, but most of them do not know. He giveth life and causeth to die, and to him are ye made to return. O ye people, there is come to you an admonition from your Lord, and a balm for what is in the breasts, and a guidance and a mercy to the believers. Say in the bounty of Allah and his mercy, and that let them then rejoice. It is better than what they gather. Say, have ye considered the provision which Allah hath sent down for you, and of which ye have then made some allowable and some forbidden? Say, hath Allah given you permission, or do you invent something about Allah? What is the opinion of those who invent falsehood about Allah on the resurrection day? Verily, Allah is bounteous to people, but most of them do not show gratitude. Thou art not engaged in any business, nor dost thou recite any Qur'an of it, nor do ye any work without our being witnesses of what of you when ye are busy in it. Nor does there escape thy Lord even the weight of an atom in the earth or in the heaven, nor less than that, nor greater, but it is in a clear book. Ho, verily, upon the friends of Allah rests no fear, nor do they grieve. Those who have believed and have been showing piety, for them is the good tidings in the present life. In the hereafter, there is no alteration in the words of Allah. That is the mighty success. Let not what they say grieve thee. Dignity belongs to Allah entirely. He is the hearer, the knower. Ho, verily to Allah belongeth whoever is in the heavens and whoever is in the earth, and those who call upon associate gods apart from Allah. They follow nothing but opinion. They are merely conjecturing. He it is who hath appointed for you the night, that ye may rest therein, in the day to let you see. Surely in that are signs for people who hear. They say Allah hath taken to himself offspring. Glory be to him, he is the rich, to him belongs what is in the heavens and what is in the earth. Ye have no authority whatever for this. Do ye say about Allah that which ye do not know? Say, those who invent falsehood about Allah will not prosper. A temporary enjoyment in this world, then to us do they return. Then we shall make them taste the violent punishment for the unbelief they have been showing. Repeat to them the story of Noah when he said to his people, O my people, if my standing up and reminding you of my of the signs of Allah be grievous to you upon Allah? Have I set my trust, so resolve upon your affair along with your associate gods? Well, gods is not there, the word. Then let not your affair be a worry to you, but execute judgment towards me, and do not give me respite. If then ye turn away, I have asked you for no reward. To reward me falls upon no one but Allah, and I have been commanded to be one of those who surrender themselves. So they counted him false, and we delivered him and those with him in the ship, and made them successors, and we drowned those who counted our signs false. See then of what nature was the end of those who were warned. Then after him we sent messengers to their people, and they brought them the evidences, but they were not such as to believe, because of the counting false of which they had previously been guilty, and thus to be set a seal upon the hearts of those who show enmity. Then after them we sent Moses and Aaron to Pharaoh and his nobility with our signs, but they were haughty and became a sinful people. When the truth from us came to them, they said, verily, this is magic manifest. Said Moses, do they say this of the truth when it has come to you? Is this magic? Magicians do not prosper. They said, hast thou come to us in order to turn us away from what we found our fathers practicing, and that the greatness in the land may belong to you too? We are not in you believers. Said Pharaoh, bring me every magician, knowing. So when the magicians came, Moses said to them, cast down what ye are going to cast down. And when they had cast it down, Moses said, what ye have brought is magic. Allah will reduce it to naught. Verily, Allah does not set right the work of those who cause corruption. Allah establishes the truth by his words, even though averse are the sinners. There only believe in Moses a posterity of his people on account of fear of Pharaoh and his nobility, lest they should persecute them, for Pharaoh was lofty in the land and was one of the extravagant. Moses said, O my people, if ye have believed in Allah, set your trust upon him. If ye have surrendered yourselves, they said, upon Allah have we set our trust. O our Lord, make us not an object of persecution to the wrongdoing people, but deliver us in thy mercy from the unbelieving people. We suggested to Moses and his brother, occupy for your people certain houses in Egypt, and make your houses a qibla, and establish the prayer, give thou good tidings to the believers. Moses said, O our Lord, thou hast bestowed upon Pharaoh and his nobility adornment and wealth in this present life. O our Lord, it is that they may err from thy way. O our Lord, wipe out their wealth and harden their hearts, so that they may not believe until they see the painful punishment. He said, your petition is answered, so keep straight on and do not follow the way of those who have no knowledge. We passed through the sea with the children of Israel, and Pharaoh and his hosts pursued them, close in greed and enmity, until when the drowning overtook him, he said, I believe in that there is no God, but he in whom the children of Israel have believed, and I am one of those who surrender themselves. Now, though formerly thou didst oppose and wast of those who cause corruption, so today we deliver thee with thy body in order that thou mayest be to those who come after thee a sign. But verily, many of the people are of our signs neglectful. We gave to the children of Israel a secure settlement and provided them with good things, so that they differed not until the knowledge came to them. Verily, thy Lord will decide between them on the resurrection day as to that concerning which they have been differing. So if thou art in doubt as to what we have sent down to thee, ask those who recite the book before thee. The truth from thy Lord has come to thee, so be not of those who dubiate, and be not of those who count the signs of Allah false, so as to be of those who lose. Verily, those upon whom the word of thy Lord has come true will not believe, even though every sign should come to them, until they see the painful punishment. Why then was there no town which believed, and its belief profited it, except the people of Jonah? When they believed, we lifted away from them the punishment of humiliation in this present life, and gave them enjoyment of life for a season, If thy Lord so willed, all those in the land would believe in a body. Wilt thou then put constraint upon the people that they may be believers? It is not for any person to believe except by the permission of Allah, and he layeth the abomination upon those who do not show understanding. Say, what is in the heavens and the earth? But the signs and the warnings do not avail a people who do not believe. Then when we deliver our messengers and those who have believed, so a right to be demanded of us, we deliver the believers. So do they expect anything but the like of the days which befell those who passed away before them? Say, be expectant then. Verily I am with you among the expectant. Say, O ye people, if ye are in doubt as to my religion, I do not serve what ye serve apart from Allah, but I serve Allah who calls you in at death, and have been commanded to be one of the believers, and have been commanded, set thy face towards the religion as a Hanif, and be not one of those who associate with Allah, and invoke not apart from Allah what neither profits thee nor harms thee. If thou dost so, then in that case thou art one of those who do wrong. And if Allah touch thee with harm, no one can lift it away but he. And if he intends to give thee good, no one can turn back his bounty. He causeth it to fall upon whomsoever of his servants he willeth. He is the forgiving, the compassionate. Say, O ye people, the truth from your Lord has come to you. So whoever lets himself be guided to his own advantage, does he let himself be guided? And whoever goes astray does so to his own hurt. I am not over you a trustee. Follow what has been suggested to thee, and endure until Allah judgeth. He is the best of those who judge. And before we go on to Surah 11, I don't know why he doesn't do a full translation in terms of, like, say hellfire or hell or something for Gehenna. Say Allah, I kind of get that because it points out, the singular and definitive, and you never know what people mean when they say God. When you say Allah, you know what they mean, or at least you know with a little bit of education. And ho is in, calling attention, practically like you hear this on war movies and sailor stuff and whatnot, but yeah.